Welcome to my channel, Learning with the Word Nerd. Today I'm going to be doing another First Chapter Friday video and sharing with you the first few pages of Inside Out and Back Again. Now this month of April for National Poetry Month, I've been sharing with you several different novels in verse and author interviews with them, and I hope you've been loving them. A quick recap, we read Hidden by Helen Frost and had a chance to talk with her. We read Red, Right, and Whole by Virginia LaRocca and got to talk with her. We read Starfish and talked to Lisa Phipps, and I also read you the first few pages of Out of the Dust. That was the first one I did. And now, even though these are just a few of the novels in verse I have picked, there are many other ones out there, and I would love for you to go search and find them out. Two others that I would highly recommend that I didn't get a chance to read for you this month are Brown Girl Dreaming by Jacqueline Woodson, and also the crossover and many other books by Kwame Alexander as well. So if you've enjoyed these novels in verse, I highly recommend go find more of them. Now, I want to tell you a little bit about Inside Out and Back Again. When I taught 7th grade, we did a historical fiction unit, and students got to choose between 3 historical eras: the World War II and Holocaust time period, the Civil Rights Movement of the 1960s in the United States, and also the Vietnam War era between Vietnam and the United States. And in the area where I live in Wisconsin, we have a lot of Hmong people who have moved here from Laos and Vietnam, and many of our students in our school are Hmong, and so it was very cool for them to be able to learn about this time period and have so many connections to the content we were learning in class. And so Inside Out and Back Again is one of the books we chose to read during that unit. Another really great one that's also a novel in verse is called All the Broken Pieces by Anne E. Berg. So if you like historical fiction, if you are Hmong or you have Hmong students, these are some great books that you can read that will show their culture and the country that they have come from. So Inside Out and Back Again. Here's the back so you can get a little taste of what the story will be about. For all 10 years of her life, Ha has only known Saigon. The thrills of its markets, the joys of its traditions, the warmth of her friends close by, and the beauty of her very own Papaya Tree. But now the Vietnam War has reached her home. Ha and her family are forced to flee as Saigon falls, and they board a ship headed toward hope. In America, Ha discovers the foreign world of Alabama, the coldness of its strangers, the dullness of its food, the strange shape of its landscape, and the strength of her very own family. This is a moving story of one girl's year of change, dreams, grief, and healing as she journeys from one country to another, one life to the next. So I am very excited to share with you the first few pages of Inside Out and Back Again by Thanhhà Lai. Part 1, Saigon. 1975, Year of the Cat. Today is Tet, the first day of the lunar calendar. Every Tet we eat sugary lotus seeds and gluttonous rice cakes. We all wear new clothes, even underneath. Mother warns how we act today foretells the whole year. Everyone will smile, no matter how we feel. No one can sweep, for why sweep away hope? No one can splash water, for why splash away joy? Today, we all gain 1 year in age, no matter the date we were born. Tet, our New Year's doubles as everyone's birthday. Now I am 10, learning to embroider circular stitches, to calculate fractions to percentages, to nurse my papaya tree to bear many fruits. But last night I pouted when Mother insisted one of my brothers must rise first this morning to bless our home, because only male feet can bring luck. An old angry knot expanded in my throat. I decided to wake before dawn and tap my big toe to the tile floor first. Not even Mother, sleeping beside me, knew. February 11th. Inside Out. Every New Year, Mother visits the I Ching teller of fate. This year, he predicts our lives will twist inside out. Maybe soldiers will no longer patrol our neighborhood. Maybe I can jump rope after dark. Maybe the whistles that tell Mother to push us under the bed will stop screeching. But I heard on the playground, this year's Ban Chung, eaten only during Tet, will be smeared in blood. The war is coming closer to home. February 12th. Kim Ha. My name is Ha. Brother Kang remembers I was red and fat as a baby hippopotamus when he first saw me, inspiring the name Ha Ma, river horse. Brother Vu screams Ha Ma and makes me jump every time he breaks wood or bricks in imitation of Bruce Lee. Brother Klo calls me Mother's Tail because I'm always 3 steps behind her. And I can't make my brothers go live somewhere else, but I can hide their sandals. We each have but 1 pair, much needed during this dry season when the earth stings. My mother tells me to ignore my brothers. We named you Kim Ha after the Golden River, where Father and I once strolled in the evenings. My parents had no idea what 3 older brothers can do to the simple name Ha. Mother tells me they tease you because they adore you. She's wrong, but I still love being near her, even more than I love my papaya tree. I will offer her its first fruit. Papaya Tree. It grew from a seed I flicked into the back garden, a seed like a fish eye, slippery, shiny, black. The tree has grown twice as tall as I stand on tippy toes. Brother Klo spotted the first white blossom. 4 years older, he can see higher. Brother Vu later found a baby papaya the size of a fist clinging to the trunk. At 18, he can see that much higher. Brother Kang is oldest, 21 and studying engineering. Who knows what he will notice before me? I vow to rise first every morning to stare at the dew on the green fruit shaped like a light bulb. I will be the first to witness its ripening. Mid-February. TT waves goodbye. My best friend TT is crying hard, snotting the hem of her pink fluffy blouse. Hutu brothers are also sniffling inside their car, packed to the roof with suitcases. TT shoves into my hand a tin of flower seeds we gathered last fall. We hoped to plant them together. She waves from the back window of their rabbit-shaped car, her tears mixed with long strands of hair, long hair I wish I had. I would still be standing there, crying and waving to nothing if Brother Klo hadn't come to take my hand. They're heading to Vung Tau, he says, where the rich go to flee Vietnam on cruise ships. I'm glad we've become poor, so we can stay. Early March. Missing in action. Father left home on a Navy mission on this day 9 years ago when I was almost 1. He was captured on Route 1, an hour south of the city, by moped. That's all we know. This day, Mother prepares an altar to chant for his return, offering fruit, incense, tuberose, and gluttonous rice. She displays his portrait taken during Tet, the year he disappeared. How peaceful he looks, smiling, peacock tails at the corners of his eyes. Each of us bows and wishes and hopes and prays. Everything on the altar remains for the day except the portrait. Mother locks it away as soon as her chant ends. She cannot bear to look into Father's forever young eyes. March 10th. Mother's Days. On weekdays, Mother's a secretary in a Navy office trusted to count out salaries and cash at the end of each month. At night, she stays up late designing and cutting baby clothes to give to seamstresses. A few years ago, she made enough money to consider buying a car. On weekends, she takes me to market stalls, dropping off the clothes and trying to collect on last week's goods. Hardly anyone buys anymore, she says. People can barely afford food. Still, she continues to try. March 15th. Eggs. Brother Klo is mad at Mother for taking his hen's eggs. The hen gives 1 egg every day and a half. We take turns eating them. Brother Klo refuses to eat his, putting each under a lamp in hopes of a chick. I should side with my most tolerable brother, but I love a soft yolk to dip bread. Mother says if the price of eggs were not for the price of rice, and the price of rice were not for the price of gasoline, and the price of gasoline were not for the price of gold, then of course Brother Klo could continue hatching eggs. She's sorry. March 17th. Current news. Every Friday, Miss Zin's class, in their class, we talk about current news. But when we keep talking about how close the communists have gotten to Saigon, how much prices have gone up, since American soldiers left, how many distant bombs were heard the previous night, Miss Zin finally says no more. From now on, Fridays will be for happy news. No one has anything to say. March 21st. Feel smart. This year I have afternoon classes plus Saturdays. We attend in shifts so everyone can fit into school. Mornings free, Mother trusts me to shop at the open market. Last September, she would give me 50 dong to buy 100 grams of pork, a bushel of water spinach, and 5 cubes of tofu. But I told no one I was buying 99 grams of pork, 7/8 of a bushel of spinach, 3 3/4 cubes of tofu. Merchants frowned at Mother's strange instructions. The money saved bought a pouch of toasted coconut, 1 sugary fried dough, 2 crunchy mung bean cookies. Now it takes 200 dong to buy the same things. I still buy less pork, allowing myself just the fried dough. No one knows, and I feel smart. 2 more papayas. I see them first. 2 green thumbs that will grow into orange-yellow delight smelling of summer. Middle sweet between a mango and a pear, soft as a yam, gliding down after 3 easy, thrilling chews. April 5th. If you want to find out what happens to Ha and her family as the communists come closer to Saigon and eventually as they have to leave their country and travel to America, and then what her new life is in America, I'd love for you to pick up a copy of this book at your local indie bookstore or a link in the description box. I have tons of links for all the books I've mentioned down there, as well as educational resources that might be helpful to you. Thank you so much for visiting my channel and listening to another First Chapter Friday video. I hope you come back again soon. Happy reading! If you enjoyed this video, please like it and subscribe. I hope you come back to Learning with the Word Nerd again soon.